Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So who all have? Dharminder have. Fine. Amardeep. Lalan.
VS Code na sir.
No, not VS Code. Angular application. You have the Angular application or not?
No,
Because
sir.
previously itself we had installed it. Means any application you have that Angular application.
No, sir.
I have.
Okay.
No idea.
Okay. Fine. So see, who all had not installed the application means previously, we will do the installation process. Okay. So you can create one folder, maybe in your that already in your directory, maybe the folder will be there, or maybe you had installed the application. So see, you can check that in your folder, the application is there or not. Because we had already done that installation. So inside this Angular project is there. Okay. So
Yes,
check
sir.
that this project,
ये किए हैं.
everyone have this one. This Angular project in your folder. Dharminder having this Angular project, yeah, he have, but node modules is not there, so it will not work. Everyone have that, no? Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So see, who all having that application? That's fine. Who not having, please tell me. So I will guide him in installation. Because once I will move, I will not come back in the installation. It will take too much time. That's why. If nobody is speaking, means I will assume everyone have. Okay, fine. Let's start. So what is Angular? See, whatever we are, okay, just go through one thing. What is difference between Angular means Angular application or React application or Vue.js means a front-end application means a front-end framework. Total we are telling like three framework like Angular, React, Vue. But React is not framework. React is the library. Okay, keep in mind this thing. But mostly in the day-to-day talking time, we are telling that that React is also a framework. But that's not framework. That is library. Okay. So one thing, why be going with the Angular application means why be going with any front-end framework. In place of that, we are doing the same task with HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Means we also write the same type of code HTML, CSS, JavaScript in the Angular application. Correct? And same thing we have to do in the HTML, CSS and JavaScript. What is the difference and why we going with that? Anyone having any idea?
Sir, in
See,
Angular,
if you, yeah, one thing, if you
without
want to make the class interesting, please just speak, then only you will get. Otherwise, you become silent. I will speak, that's it. Yeah.
Sir, I don't have earphone.
Who have not VS Code?
Earphone, sir. I don't have earphone. That's why I'm not able to speak.
Okay. And yeah, who was speaking? Dharmender.
yes, sir.
Yeah, tell what you was speaking.
Sir, Angular provide like when you moving to another like another page, it is not
Yeah.
reload page. It's reload content. That is the benefit of Angular. Uh,
Okay.
yeah.
It will be LICA
That is called
PIO.
single page application.
Okay, fine. So see, what are the case? First, I go to the browser. Let's say run one application, any application. You go through W3 School itself. So see, when we will change that any content, look, keep eye on the URL part and this reloading section. Suppose when we will click on learn HTML, what happened? What is happening? This is a reloading, page is reloading, everything is going. Now go to any Angular application. Let's see. And who is official? Which is the official?
So YouTube,
Yeah.
sir. YouTube is Angular only.
I don't know, maybe. Okay. So the official that documentation is angular.io. Okay, now go to this application, this website. Let it to be load. Now let's say click on some section. Anywhere clickable. Okay, get started. Now see in this section, what are you getting? This reload option means here it was reloading. This is not getting reload. This, but the URL is changing. URL is changing, but the page is not reloading. But in this section, what we had seen, when we will do anything, suppose this one itself, see this page start loading. Correct? But now come to here and click any section. Let's see here. This also loading means this is not in the Angular. This is just a namesake that they had done that. But if this will be Angular application, this page will not load. Okay, let's check this blog option. Okay, some of section they have that Angular part. Some I think they calling from the database or something. Okay, so see when we are clicking this feature, content is changing. Correct? Contents is changing. Say this. This content got changed. Click this. This content got changed. This content got changed. But what about the page reload on the top or whether in the URL? See this in the URL itself. Keep an eye on the URL. URL is as usual. Blogs are there. Just URLs will change, but your page will not reload. When the data will come from the database, then only maybe it will reload. Otherwise, normally not. Yeah. So click on the documents. Page is not loading. Just contents are changing. Came here. Go to the navigation bar section. Page is reloading. Means now we had observed something that when that is Angular application, in the Angular application, page is not reloading. Okay. Page is not reloading, but without Angular application, page will reload. Then what is the difference between means what is the benefit of loading, reloading or not reloading? Means whether it is beneficial or not. What are you getting? Any point?
The time.
Whether page will, yeah, okay. So page is not loading, okay. So page will load. What is the problem? Demerit, which you observe.
It's time taken, sir.
Time taken.
Time taken.
Okay.
Sir, it will take
Next
time.
point.
Sir,
Okay,
sometimes
fine.
sometimes it doesn't load properly, sir. Again, you have to reload it.
Okay. Okay.
And
Loading
sir,
issue we can tell.
and user not using this website many timing. So
Okay, got it. Means demerit you can tell user will not like website. User will not like due to time taking, correct? Due to more time taking. Okay, so this much we had seen. Next, go with the data. Suppose you have a lower speed, like in the KB, whether your application will get open or not. When it will reload the page, will it work? Means it will work, but it will take too much time.
Slowly.
Yeah, slowly. So we can tell that slow performance. Correct? So we had seen this much demerit. So now came in the Angular side or React or whatever is there. So page is not reloading. So what is the benefit? If page is not reloading, now see. When we was clicking this page will reload, we have to wait for this much time. Then only content will change. Now the content came. Now came to this section. Whatever is written introduction to Angular docs. Now click on feature. How much second it taken? Suddenly within few seconds it came because the content is not going to load. Because sorry, page not going to load, just content getting changed. That's it. So in the case of time taken, it become less time, correct? It will take less time. Now loading issue. Now see, suppose that you have network problem Okay, so suppose you click this section, it will take too much time because you have already net issue. But when we moving with the Angular application, it will take time, but it not have to reload the complete page. Complete page in the sense, this whatever is there available on this page, everything, it's not have to reload, so it will not take that much time. But if you have to reload
Means
here,
it will be not reload the page again and again.
yeah, that because we are changing the content, so content change means it will just switch the content, it's not going to change the page, it's not loading the page. Okay, but in this case, what we are doing, we are trying to get the content, we are trying to get the PHP. Suppose that we clicking on the PHP, we trying to get the PHP content, but what it done, it taken the complete, it loaded the complete website, it not loaded this just a complete just this section. So but in the case of Angular, it will reload that particular section which is required. Suppose we want event, so in the case of event, it will not load this this one navigation bar. Correct, this navigation bar, whatever we are getting on the top, it's not going to load. Suppose that on the bottom footer is there. Okay, this also not going to load because it want on each page. So what it will change, it will change this content only. So click that event. Now see, we had seen that there is no any changes in this section, content changed, and this also bottom is as usual same. Got it? But in the case of PHP, what it will do, it will take the complete page in the sense, whatever is written, logo, icon, navigation bar, everything it will change. See that. For few seconds, it changed everything. Got it? So this is the major difference between any front-end framework or any server-side of language which we using Python, .NET, any framework which we had used, because that loading the complete website. But in the case of the Angular, it will not load the complete website. It will load the just content. Content in the sense, which content you had requested. Here we had requested docs, means documents. So it will load the document content. Why it will load the all the navigation bar and these things? It will not load. Next, resources. We had requested resources. So whatever the resources is required, that it will load, not the complete page. So that is the difference in this one. So had you got what is the benefit? Demerit, merit, this thing.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Now
sir,
see,
we got it, sir.
now we will take one example and just see what will happen.
सर डिजाइनिंग तो बहुत अच्छा बना रहे हैं.
सही बात है.
क्लास लिए हैं क्या भी है?
क्लास? अच्छा, डिजाइनिंग का.
हाँ,
मुझे लगा कि
तो
किसका क्लास बोल रहे हो.
लग रहा है कि
भैया
अंडा
पेंट
बना रहे
मास्टर
हैं,
है.
सर कुकिंग का भी क्लास किए हुए हैं.
भैया पेंट
किसका
मास्टर है.
एक सेकंड, ये क्या बोल रही है? कुकिंग का?
कुकिंग का क्लास. हाँ, हरदम किचन पे जाते हैं आप.
नहीं, किचन, पनीर,
मेरे-
वेजिटेबल.
see that Sweta, she is always with biryani. Okay. EGATABLE. अंबर.
लगता है सांबर गया नहीं अभी तक आपके जहन से.
नहीं, वो श्वेता के लिए, नहीं तो श्वेता फिर बोलेगी ये पार्शलिटी है ना. पनीर और वेजिटेबल तो नॉर्थ का फूड हो गया, साउथ का
तो सांबर कौन खाता है सिंगल?
शाम बिरयानी दिए ना.
अच्छा, ठीक है. तो आप क्या चाहते हो, बिरयानी में वो सांबर डाल के खाए?
श्वेता वैसे ही
सर
खाएगी.
का एग्जांपल
श्वेता,
हमको
you will,
समझ में आ गया.
Shweta, you will take this biryani and sambar together, okay?
With chutney, sir.
No chutney. No, that's enough. In 5 rupees, this much enough. Okay, don't take more. So see, what we will do. Suppose we are going with the Angular application and we are going without the Angular application. Without Angular application means which language? Any idea? Which one we can consider without Angular application?
ASP.NET.
HTML, sir.
Okay, so means a website or that anything which is based on the some other languages like .NET. Okay, let write complete itself. .NET, comma,
PHP, sir.
Java, comma, PHP, comma, anything. Yeah, go with just normal HTML. Okay. Anything more? Let it to be. So if we're making any website with the help of this, means not only this, some other language also. So then we can tell that this is not belonging to the Angular side, means these all are belonging to the backend. But how you will develop the .NET application? Means in the .NET, when you will write .NET just normal, you can't able to write HTML. So you have to use the framework. Okay. So .NET itself is the framework. What is the language? Any idea for the .NET? What all languages we are writing?
HTML, CSS, JavaScript, GQT.
So C sharp.
That's fine. Yeah, C sharp. That is the main thing. So how we are writing C and sharp we are writing like this.
Has, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So this type we are writing, that is C sharp. C sharp mostly we are consider like we are speaking like .NET. This is the framework. Now next Java, which is the framework of Java. And in .NET, we are not writing only C sharp. Okay, for C sharp, there is not only .NET framework. There is one old language also, that is VB.NET. VB.NET. Maybe somebody had listened this name.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is old language. Previously, Roshan, where was you?
Sir,
Sir, my project is on this only, sir. VB.NET, sir.
Okay.
Still.
So this is actually
and what
old.
about
Yeah.
what about MVC? Nowadays going on.
Wait. We will come on that. So VB.NET. This is old language. Now means nobody using this one. But whatever project is running from the old days, it will be. So VB.NET. Next, in this itself, you can tell MVC. MVC means this is not
Model
any
view
framework.
control.
Okay, this is not the framework. .NET itself, which you writing, you will create the application in this MVC. Means that is model view controller. This is separate that you will handle the project. Next is Java. What is the framework? Okay. So what we were discussing here. So when you have to write the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, these all languages, you have to go with the framework. Like for C sharp, you will get this thing .NET, and in the .NET, you can create the framework structure. You will get automatic that framework structure. You will get their .html file, .css file, .c sharp file. In the case of C sharp file, in C sharp file, you will write the C sharp code. In the HTML, you will write HTML. In .css, you will write the CSS file. If you have to write the JS file, you will write with the help of that in the HTML also, and you can make external file also. So like that, you can make in that. Next is Java, which is the framework of Java. Any idea? So Spring, comma, Hibernate, okay, comma, Spark, SPARK, yeah. So these all are the framework of the, and some others is also, but most popular Hibernate and Spring for the Java side. Okay, please keep in mind these all things, because now you are learning some technology. Okay, so if anybody will ask and you will tell I don't know, then it is bad. Okay, next for PHP, what is the framework? Anyone having idea for PHP? Can anyone tell? Who telling Django? Django? Oh, sorry, this is not a spelling. Django we are writing. I think this type. Yeah, Django.
Jango.
E.
J-A-N-G-O.
Sir, Python framework, I think.
Yeah, this is Python framework. I don't know what is the spelling related to be, but this is not the PHP framework. This is the framework of Python.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Next, PHP framework. So PHP framework is a coordinator. CODEIGNATOR. I don't know the spelling properly, but spelling is like that, coordinator. Next, Laravel, LARVEL, Laravel. Then CAKE, Cake PHP. Then something more. Yeah, many framework that PHP have, like a 7-8 framework they have. So, but see, in all case, means some framework is more popular. If you know that framework, you will get more and more job opportunity. In the PHP case, coordinator is the more. In the case of Java, Java and Hibernate, Spring and Hibernate is more and more demanding. But in Spark also nowadays application is running more. Then in the case of C#, go with MVC. But main core language is C#. Core language here is Java. Okay. Then core language here is PHP. Then Python, Django. I don't know the other framework of that Python. So Django, then HTML. Yeah. Who is the framework of HTML? Now tell. Any idea?
React.
Yeah. So React,
Step 9.
comma. What?
App नहीं है sir, framework.
App. Which app?
Bootstrap.
Bootstrap CSS का फ्रेमवर्क है ना, वो HTML का फ्रेमवर्क थोड़ी है.
टेबल के साथ यूज करते हैं.
यूज तो हम कर लेंगे कहीं भी, वो इसका मतलब उसका घर हो गया, ऐसा थोड़ी है. Okay, so HTML framework, React, Vue.js and Angular. Okay, got it. So this type you can tell that this much languages are available. Means not only this, more. Now, why we had discussed these things? There is some reason, that's why we had discussed. So these all, when you using the framework like C# means .NET or Java, Hibernate, Spring, PHP, some framework, Python, some framework. So these all are known as the server side language. Okay. So this language, once again, my pencil color is not good. Increase the pencil size. Up to this is known as the server side language. Server side language. And what it will do in the case of server side? What meaning of that? So server side language only are capable to contact with the database. Okay. If you have to contact, make relation with the database, you can go with the server side language. No any other language will do that. In the JavaScript, we can't do that. You have to make something changes, then only you can do. Okay. But suppose HTML you taking. If you want to make a relation between the database, suppose form you have taken and you want to pass the data with a, to the database, you can't do with the help of the HTML and CSS and JavaScript. For that, you have to go with the backend language. Means like PHP or .NET or C# or any languages you have to do. Means server side language only are capable to contact to the database. Okay, is this clear? So these all language known as the server side, except don't consider this one, this HTML. This is not the server side. So this above is known as the server side language. 1 second. This is known as server side. Okay, and this is known as the, you can tell this as a client side or front end. Okay, where it gone? Yeah, client side or front end. So keep in mind these all things, because in interview maybe they are asking these all things. Okay, so this is known as the client side or front end. So front end or client side application, they can't able to contact to the database. For contacting to database, what you want? You want the server side language. So okay, so how you can contact them? So just make one simple example. I will come back on this actually. So this is one application. Then this is your another application. Then this is your another application here. Not that is application. That is something. See, first I got all the means a concept, then start the topic. Don't start the topic just blindly. So this is your client side, means just I writing UI, user interface, where user will contact. This is your server side. I will write just a short server side. Okay, means server side means this all language. Then this is your database. Now, if you have to pass some data from the UI to database, how you can pass? Is it possible directly?
No, it's not possible without server.
Not possible. But I told server side will only help you in contacting to the database. Correct? So what you will do? First, you will pass the request or data, whatever data you have, to the server side language. Means where is the arrow marks? Yeah. So you will make this relation first. And then server side language will take that data, whatever you had done, and that you will get, means you will pass to the database. Then only your data will get saved in the database. Means suppose from here you are passing name, means you passing name value. Okay, so that name value will be available in the database only with the help of the server side language. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Means if you will try, maybe you will think that why not with the server side, means without the server side. So suppose you thought that I will remove this part completely. Okay, and I will directly pass, means you telling that by passing of the server side, mean directly passing the data from the UI to the database directly. It's not possible, because you have to make the connection of the database, because you have to tell that where is your database, what is the port number, what is your database name, what is table name, means these all details you have to pass. So these all details front end side application, means UI part, they can't able to take this all detail. So these details you have to pass to the server side language itself. And server side language which is coming, C#, Java, PHP, Python, and different other language also there. So those comes under the server side. But in the front end, React, Vue, JS, Angular, normal plain HTML, JavaScript, those can't able to take that. But yeah, nowadays third-party library is available, so you can make that also. Maybe it will be possible. But we are ignoring that, the third party library or this, that. We are taking server side language, then only we are passing. So this is the complete flow of the application. If you are doing any application, then how the data is passing to the UI from the user interface, means from the browser, whatever we are passing, how the data is passing from the UI to the database. This is the complete picture. Anyone having any doubt? Tell me. Any doubt? Any silly question? Okay, fine. Any silly question, anything if you
Sir,
have, just tell. Yeah.
Sir, what is the framework of JavaScript, sir? In Angular is
JavaScript.
HTML.
No. See, JavaScript is framework of the same. Means React, Vue, Angular, these all comes under HTML, CSS. Means don't take CSS. You can tell that Java, Angular. Actually, JavaScript not having framework, but a TypeScript we are writing, and TypeScript is the superset of the JavaScript. Okay. JavaScript not means there is no any framework, but you can consider Angular, JS, these things. Let's say search in Google. I have not idea, but we are considering that all itself. So framework of JS. No need to write that much. Okay, Node.js. Yeah, see. So framework of the JavaScript. Got it? So this is Express.js, Vue.js, Angular, jQuery. Yeah, jQuery. Then some language Meter, Angular.js. These all are the framework of the JavaScript. Okay. We are telling that mostly jQuery, these all Angular. Got clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other question? Anyone having? How
Sir,
data is passing? How
sir,
we can save data? Yeah.
TypeScript.
Disadvantage of Angular application.
Yeah. Disadvantage is there. It's a taking. See that. 1 second. We will come on disadvantage.
What is TypeScript?
Yeah. So type a script. Okay. Write in the kitchen itself. Wait. Right here. We will use kitchen later. Okay, so in TypeScript, what we are doing, we are writing the complete JavaScript code. Okay. Yeah. So complete JavaScript code we are writing in the case of the TypeScript. So whatever method, whatever function, whatever things still we had done in the JavaScript, those itself we will write in the TypeScript. But TypeScript provided some extra feature like class concept, oops concept, some extra benefit. You can tell that. So TypeScript we are telling superset of JavaScript. We can't tell that TypeScript is the framework of the JavaScript. No, we are telling superset of JavaScript. Got it? Clear? So in an interview, actually they are asking what is type.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Network is slow. ऊपर फोन
Yes, Dharminder.
पूरा कि मेरे रुक गया सर खाने वाने नहीं ना चलेगा
मुझे ऐसा लगा ऑडियो मेरा ही खराब हो गया है।
यस सर
यस सर।
ओके। अरे मेरा नेट ही पता नहीं लिंक डाउन हो जा रहा है इसका। दिन भर में 3-4 बार डिस्कनेक्ट हुआ है। Okay, so when we are installing the Angular application, what is happening that time? It's taking approx more than half an hour. Means you can tell that if you have not the proper internet connection, so maybe within one shot that application itself will not get created because it required more number of files. And when we install the application, means when we are installing that, we getting here one node modules, correct? Inside the node modules, more number of files are available. And what will be the file size? So application file size will be around 250 MB. 100 means more than 100 MB, you can tell. It will be not less than like a 2 or 3 KB or MB. It will be more than 200 MB. So you can tell that it going to install all the dependency, whatever we will use, it going to install all the things during a application installation time itself, means a starting time itself. Where is the node modules? Let me search. Control Shift and N. Oh, it opening new tab. Let me search globally. NODE node. That also fine. Oh, it gone in the other application. Let it away. When we are doing that, we getting that file, then that is the dependency. So that become too much complicated things. But when you going with the suppose that React, Okay, it's not going to install that any application. Means when you creating the application, it will not take more time because it not installing the dependencies part. It just write, means it just taking somewhat important file. That's it. And wherever it required, you can import, and the application size will be less. So that is the main demerit you can tell, and other demerit is also there. Okay, got that. Now come to our section. So we understand what is server side language, what is front end side language. Let it to be my kitchen. Okay, let it to be this one. Okay, so what is happening without the Angular application? Means without the front end framework and application when that is using the front end framework. So in that case, actually, when we are reloading the page, okay, suppose just imagine the scenario. You are in the hotel, okay, or otherwise you taking dinner or something. Here is the kitchen. If you have to take, there is two cases. Suppose you have to take paneer or vegetable, anything. Okay. So if you want paneer second time, what you will do? You will take this complete plate, okay, to the kitchen, and then you will put the paneer, and then you will come back. Means you are taking the complete plate itself. Is this correct or not? Got this scenario? This is first case. Second case, in place of taking this complete plate, what we will do? We will take just this ball to the kitchen, and we will take that ball, means paneer, and then we will come back. Is this possible or not? Or is any other possibility also? Means we discussed two cases. One case, we are taking the complete plate itself. Okay, we taking the complete plate, and then we are coming back. In one case, in other case, we taking just ball. We are just taking the paneer ball, and here we are taking the complete plate. Okay, is any other scenario or this only possibility? Tell me. Is any other possibility also?
No, sir.
No possibility. Okay, so see what is happening in the Angular application and without Angular application. So in Angular application, means just go with without Angular application. W3 school, you want JavaScript, means here we want paneer. What we had done? We had taken the plate. In one case, we had taken the plate and we had gone to the kitchen. Correct? In one case, we had taken the ball and we had gone to the kitchen. Two cases were there. You have to verify which scenario is going in the application. I want JavaScript. Click JavaScript. It gone to the server. It given the request. You get the JavaScript. Means what is working here? How this is working? Where is that server side picture? 1 second. Let me make that one more time. This is your client side. See, understand this concept very clearly, because when you will attend interview, if you explained, means they are asking actually, this all flow, how the application is working. Once you explain this flow, 99% chance is positive. Because main thing, persons are not understanding the concept itself, that what is going on. So see what happened when we requested for the JavaScript from the client side, we had requested for JavaScript, correct? We requested for the JavaScript from the client side. Let me increase this. Yeah, so we requested for the JavaScript. After that, what happened? when we clicked JavaScript, it gone to the server, but we don't know how it gone. I showing you how it gone to the server. Go to the network tab. Okay. See that some flow is going on bottom. Delete this all. Now I want. No. Okay. Now click the HTML. I clicking the HTML. See this. It's going. Okay. These all are the server request. It's sent to the server that we want HTML content. So that's why we got this complete HTML content. And this going to the server. Then from the server, what happened? Database contact. Then it came back. Means when we requested client side, it gone to the server. Okay. And then server contacted to the database. Okay. When we are seeing that, see.
सर ब्रेक हो रहा है आपका डिस्प्ले, पता नहीं कि मेरा नेटवर्क खराब है या सब किसी के साथ हो रहा है.
Is it for all?
Yes,
No,
sir.
no, no,
Yes, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
One second, let me check.
No,
Let
sir.
me check that net came or not. 1 second.
अरे सर कुछ नहीं हो रहा है.
Net is not there. Okay. It's fine. Okay. So see, when we had requested HTML, what happened? It gone to the server. Something happened, but we have not the idea what happened actually. Let it to be. So see here, maybe you will get that some server request. Suppose we get here default, that is get method, then something is there. These all are the, when they contacting to the server, they are sending that information. As like if we have to go somewhere, what we will do? We will get the address, then we will reach there. Same thing is doing here also. They getting that address where you have to go, why which mode you have to go. Suppose you have to go just 2 kilometers. Maybe you will use a scooty, bike or anything. If you have to go 50 kilometers, you will use some other things. Bike means a bus, truck means a train, flight. This thing means different modes we are going to use. So same thing is happening here also. If you have to get some data or post data or delete data, then you have to tell that you have to do this operation. So like that, it's showing get means getting the data. Post means putting the data, means update the data. Delete means deleting the data. So wherever you getting the get request, it means that you are getting the data. See this all have the get request. So what happened? It contacted to the server and then server contact to the database. And then whatever request server had sent, what server had sent here for get, correct? It's telling I want something get. So that's why server means a database also given the get method, and then whatever it returning, it coming first to the server side. Okay, it coming here. After that only it coming to the UI, whatever be getting on the UI side. So it gone to the server side, then it coming to the UI part. Clear? So this is happening in the which one? Any application, not only Angular or .NET or Python, any application. This is happening. Client side, server, database. This flow is going on. Clear or not? So same thing is happening in our biryani, paneer, vegetable, this side also. Let's see. The same concept is going here. So what is happening? From the client side in the sense, we are the client side, we are eating. So we are client side, we are requested what? Paneer. What happened? It gone to kitchen. Kitchen means server side. Okay. And here database. Database means what? It's already some stocks are there. Means somewhere that paneer stock is there, rice stock is there, biryani stock is there. So that will come under the database. After that, what you had requested? You requested for the paneer. So it taking from the stocks and it returning that paneer. Then it returning where? To the server side. Server side in the sense ball or plate, wherever you want. After this came to the client side. Then it returning to the client side. Means it coming back to your end. Means on the table. Got it? So this flow is going on here also. Okay. So now see, When we requested, two scenario is happening. One, you have to take this ball, paneer ball, or otherwise you have to take the plate. Now tell me, we seen two type of scenario. So here, when we requested HTML on this W3 school, which scenario is happening? First scenario or second scenario? What you got? Or no any scenario? Which scenario you thinking?
Second one, sir.
Okay. What about others?
Yeah, sir, it's both
Let-
server side also, sir.
Server side, that's okay, but you have to compare this example with your W3 school. Means first scenario, see, we had seen two scenario. One, you want the paneer, you can take the paneer ball and you can go to the kitchen. Correct? Second, you can take the plate and you can go to the kitchen. So which scenario is happening when we requesting JavaScript or Bootstrap or HTML or Python,
Plate, sir.
anything tutorial?
Plate scenario.
Yeah,
Got-
second one.
Plate.
Plate one, correct? Because we are requesting that time, what we are doing, we are taking this complete plate and we are going. Means here we are requesting the Python, the complete page, whatever is available, the complete navigation bar, this, that, whatever is there, it all thing is reloading. Means not only one section, the complete section is reloading. But now come to the application Angular side. Which scenario is working? I requesting just a feature. It reloading just feature content, because navigation bar as usual, it's not going to change. If you're requesting docs, just docs getting changed. If you're requesting resources, just resources getting reload. Okay. So which scenario happen? Retino TECHNOLO. See this. If I will click on domain, see that this website is not loading, just contents are loading. This content. If I clicking about, these contents are reloading. If I'm clicking on contact, these contents are reloading. But the URL, as usual, home, just contents are reloading. Means what is happening? Whatever you are requesting, means if you request a domain, the complete plate is not loading, just a domain contents are reloading. Means if we want paneer, what happened? This plate is not going, this scenario is not working. Which one is working? Upper scenario, that just a paneer ball is going. Correct or not?
Yes, sir. Correct, sir.
This is the Angular case. In Angular case, that a specific thing will go and come. That will happen. Just a specific part will be transferred. Like if you want paneer, you will take the paneer ball. If you want vegetable, you will take the vegetable. You want sambar, you will take this. Means which you want, you will go with that part only. Got it? So this thing is happening. So now maybe this is working in the Angular side or out Angular. So whether they are contacting with server or database or not. So see, the same thing is going there also. Means when you are requesting from the client, you had requested paneer ball. Means you had passed the paneer ball. So it will go to the server. Then only it will go to the database. Because otherwise, if it will not go, means the paneer, it will not reach to the keychain and the stock of the paneer. Then how you will get the paneer? Correct. Is this clear? Anyway, it have to contact, because the server side only is capable to pass data from the database. No any other language will do that one. So you have to take the server side in the middle, that is intermediate. Okay. And whatever request you are requesting, whatever material or whatever request you are passing from the client end, it will go to the server and then it will go to the database. That is happening actually in the case of this one. So this is happening in both cases, but in the server side, means sorry, in the without Angular application, it will load the complete page. But if the application belonging to the Angular or React, means front end, the complete page will not load. Just content will switch. That's it. Is this clear? This was the difference between server side application without Angular application and Angular application. How the server, database and client, these all are contacting each other. So one case. So when you writing, suppose that a .NET application, this one, when you using .NET, Java, PHP, Python, any languages with their framework, you have to write the complete code in their framework itself. But when we are writing, suppose that client side means any front end, back end application like that, like Angular or React or like this way, then that time you have to make some relation to the server side because this application is running somewhere. Okay, there is no any relation that you are running the application on the Angular. There is no any relation. Maybe suppose that wait. So suppose client side, maybe this is based on the React or Angular, this application, and this application is running on some port number. What is the port number of Angular? 4200. Correct. Next, if you are running the server side application, what is the server side application? Java. Okay, then .NET. We are not writing C# and this thing means it automatically consider that itself. So Java, .NET, PHP, Python. Correct, and ... maybe others also. So like this become the server side. What is the database? Tell me some database name.
SQL Server.
Okay, so SQL Server. Okay,
MongoDB.
next.
MongoDB.
MongoDB. Okay, next. SQL. Next. MySQL. Both are different. I don't know whether both are same or both different. I think both different. Next, Oracle. Next, any idea?
NoSQL.
NoSQL, that's I think that came now.
NoSQL, I think that MongoDB.
SQL.
Yeah. Which one?
NoSQL.
Yeah, NoSQL, that MongoDB itself. Okay.
SQLite.
Yeah, okay, let it to be. There are too much. But anyway, what we had seen, these all are the database. This is your server side language, and that is your front end side application. So this application is running on some port, that is port number something 4200 we had written. This application is running on some port, that may be some port. You have any idea what port PHP is running?
5200, I think so.
Yeah, I think maybe like that. Okay, let it to be, but we don't know. But on some port, that application is running. In HTML, we was running that open with live server. That was running on, I think, 52002 something like that. So let it to be. So it run on the some port. Fine. And your SQL, it is available somewhere, means MongoDB or whatever. Now you have to make relation, means then only your application will work by your, means when you passing the request, means from here you had passed some request to this application, then you pass this request to this application, then only you will get the data back to here, and then you will pass the data to here. This is happening. Next thing, how you will tell, means where this 4200, suppose that this application, then 5200, this application and database, these all are not inside one single application. Single application in the sense, this, suppose that this is Angular application. So this all are not running inside this application itself. This will be some different application. This become the same different application, and this becomes some different application like that. You can consider three different application. Means you can tell that this is your server side application. Suppose this is your front end application. Here server side application. This is running on 5200. Suppose that this is running on 5200. This application is running on 4200. Okay, and somewhere database. And suppose that this is your MongoDB. This is your MongoDB. So three things. Oh my God.
What happened, sir?
No. actually this is section clickable actually. When I clicking it moving there. Okay. So we have written three things. One is 5200, one be written MongoDB, and one be written 4200. We don't know what is this actually 4200, 5200, but just imagine that is address like URL. We are searching that google.com or something like that. Just consider. So
This
your
is
one
lo-
application.
local
Yeah.
URL, sir.
Yeah, that's a local. So your application is running on this port, then other application is running on this port, then your other application is running on this port. Now, what you have to do? You have this all are three different application. Okay, these all are independent application. They will work independently. There is no any relation. But suppose that you want some data from where? From the database. What you will do? You will tell to 5200 that I want some data. Who will tell? 4200 will tell. Means he will send some request to 5200. 1 second. 4200 will tell to 5200, I want some data. What he will do? 5200 will go to database because independently they are working. That's not an issue. But then also somebody ask, somebody want. So 5200 will go to database and then it will came back to here and then it will give data to the 4200. Like this type flow is going on. Okay. Now the case came how that this application will tell to this application because it is available somewhere. Suppose that this is available in Karnataka and this is available in Tamil Nadu and this is available in Kerala. So how they will contact? They all are available in different states. So they will contact via, we are telling the Web API. New term came, that is Web API. That is application program. That is what is the full form of API?
Application program interface.
Yeah. So application program interface means with the help of Web API, we going to connect.
Sir,
Okay.
your sound is.
So with the, yeah, 1 second. I was not speaking actually. Okay. So with the help of Web API, what we can do? Take. Yeah. So with the help of Web API, what we will tell? We will communicate front-end application to the server-side application. Got it? Front-end application and server-side application, we will contact with the help of Web API. So Web API, we can create with the help of the server-side application like Java, Python, PHP, .NET. So with the help of those applications, we can create the Web API and those Web API, we will pass in the front-end application. Means we will pass it. So now with the help of that Web API, front-end application and server-side application, both got interchange, means both got linked. Means you can tell that both become one application. But still they are independently running. They're not depending. But when you will request something, that time they will act. Otherwise, they are doing like you are doing, suppose that freelancing and you are working somewhere in some company. So like that, you are working in company, you will work there. You got the freelancing work. That if you not got, no issue. But your company job is going on. Same thing is going here also. Like you are doing some application, means this front end is working. It's as usual. It will go. Server side application, this also working. It will be work. But as some request came from the front end regarding some data or something, that time it will respond. Next. So this front end and server side be contacted with the help of the Web API. So in the Web API, when you will get the job opening, you will see that in the job requirement, you will get some term like a RESTful API. Okay, RESTful API or Web API, both are same type, but just some minor differences. But you can tell both are same type. That's not an issue. You can go through Google that what is the difference between Web API and RESTful API. You will get the idea somewhat. Okay, so we seen that how we can contact the front end and server side application. Now the problem is with the database. Then how database will contact? Because with the help of this, we had to make relation between the front end and server side. Now the term came database. So database, there is no required of any means a web API or this that. What we will do, server side will contact all the information of the database. So what all information? Like here I will write. Like it will take on which port, means URL of which one? Database. URL of database. Okay, that what are the URL of database that he want, means in the case of the server side, when you're contacting server side and database, that time you want the URL of database. Second, you want database name, means the name of database. Then we want a table of data, table detail. You can tell that. Mute, who is on unmute? And table detail. Then we want what? URL, DB name, table detail. Let it to be. But this much information, some more information we want. These all information where you will pass. So these all information you will pass in the server side, because you going to make relation server side and database, because okay. Why we can't pass the database information in the front end application? Why? We can pass or not? That is the case. I don't know whether we can pass or not. So what are you thinking?
We cannot pass.
Or, okay. What about others? We can pass or not? Anyone?
Sir, your sound is coming. Don't worry, sir.
Hello?
Yeah, yes, your sound is coming.
Yeah. So whether we will pass database to client side or not?
No, sir.
No. Why? If no, then why? If yes, then why?
They will change the data.
Security purpose, sir.
So database, how can know, sir? It is request from client side. How to communicate
okay.
with the database without server side, sir?
Yeah, that is the thing. So Amardeep, not that security purpose or anything, because a client can't contact database. That's why we had gone with the server side language here in the middle. Correct. In the starting itself, we had seen that we had discussed that server side will contact to the database, not the client side. Okay. So that's why. So if the client can't contact through the database, then why we will pass the the detail of the database to the client side. So we will pass the details to the server side language. Got it? So whatever this details we had written, this all detail we will pass where? To the database, to the server side here. Where we will pass, don't worry. But we know that we have to understand we will pass these details to there. Now that's we got that database detail we will pass inside the server side language. Okay. So now in the client side and server side, we had created the web API. So this we have to pass this detail we have to pass to the client side application. Got it? Then only when you passed client side application, server side application and database, you had connected all these three with the help of the client and server with the help of web API, server and database with the help of the server database detail. Got it clear or not? Any doubt still you have, then tell.
Sir, for me clear, sir.
Okay, what about others?
Clear,
Anyone
sir.
having any doubt?
No, sir.
Had you got that how the client side application, server side and database is working and how they will contact? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the main actually you can tell that we can't see this all scenario on the our eye, on the front, but this is going in the back. These all things these all you can look where? Only in the network tab. Okay, in the network tab only you can get that how the server a client and server is communicating. Here you will get these all details. Suppose when you going for the login, see that I showing you. Click for the login. It will show that you redirected on the login page. See this first URL. It's showing that payload. Okay, header. We got that. Fine. Now remove this data. Now this taken AA. Okay. Okay. Let's pass here too. Now click this. See that now it's contacting to the database. See this much request gone. What is there? A user with this email ID does not exist. So see from where you got this message. This message came from the database side. So see what happened when we clicked. It gone to the server. With the help of some options they taken, whatever the preview, no response, no. Then credential. So it's taken some data. It's taken the email ID and it's taken the password. So this password, we had entered some different password, but it's taken this password. This is known as the decrypted and encrypted, like that means another format. Okay, so here it taken the data and it gone to the server. But when it contacted to the database. When it contacted to the database, it searched regarding this information. Then what it got? Maybe check that something you got here in the response. No. Now come here. Here it's showing bad request. Now click payload. What is there? User spare authorization, something there. Preview. Yeah. So here you got the message. User does not exist. How do you got the message? With the help of the server side and database. Because server side contacted to database, it searched there, it was not there, it came with some message that a data user not there. So here unable to retrieve the user meta means whatever we are passing means regarding the user detail, it can't able to get. So this way we are communicating with the server side, and which data not getting? This one, because we had passed that email ID. Got it? So this all detail you have to get that. Means when you will work, you will get. Clear? So this was the complete flow of the front-end application, back-end and database. Hope I think you got the complete clear picture how this is working. Okay, one more things. Remove this completely. Yeah. Why it not removing? Okay, let it be. Maybe I don't know whether you listen this term or not. SERVICES, microservices. Anyone had listened this term? SERO, micro. SERVICES. Nobody had listened this microservices term. Okay. Anyone? No. Amardeep?
Sir, I listened, but I do not have the idea.
Okay. Fine. 1 second. Let me check. Okay. So see, microservices means, suppose that you have, let me erase this first. Take one new page itself, that's fine. Don't save. Yeah. Suppose that you have one login page, one home page, one registration page. Suppose and just take different. What are the page will be available in the e-commerce website? First, speak. Login page. Next, e-commerce website.
Yes, sir.
Product detail. Correct. Then you will do payment. Payment detail, payment page will be there. Then you will do add to
Sir.
cart. Correct.
Address details, sir. Address, email.
No. Means I asking regarding the page, complete page itself.
Wish list.
Okay, let it to be that also. This much is available, let it to be. So see, in the previous means
Setting page is
whatever,
also.
which one?
Setting.
Setting. Okay, let it to be. Means many pages are there, but we taken some few. Okay, so what was going in the previous scenario? Means previously we was doing normal application. That time what we was doing in one application itself, we was creating all the page. Means if suppose that this page having some issue, this complete application becomes shut down. Correct? Complete application becomes shut down. But nowadays it's not following like that. Suppose Amazon, Facebook, whatever, means a Flipkart, these all, or whatever the application is there, what they are doing, they are using microservices techniques. In the microservices, this page will be, means this login section, they will design with some other language like .NET, Python, anything, front end, back end, any language. This will be designed with some other language, any language, that's not the matter. This will be another language, this will be another, this will be another. Means there is no any dependency regarding the languages, that this part is with the Angular only, or this part is only with Java, or this will be Python. Nothing is like that. And there is one Docker. Maybe on YouTube you will get that video or these things. Docker, DOCKER. One Docker is there. In this Docker, what we have to do? We have to register this all, whatever you are doing, whatever page you had done, you will register here, and then you will use the application. Means when you are requesting any page, means due to registration, this complete page, this will be available in your website, because in Docker you had already registered. Suppose that, what is the benefit? Suppose tomorrow your login page is not working, just this page is not working. Suppose that some bugs came, means suppose value not taking this, that something happened, the complete website not going to shut down. From the Docker, what you will do? You will remove this section only. You will unregister this section. Okay, and your complete website will work. Just login page will not work. That's it. Suppose this wish list, suppose add to cart, this got some issue. It will unregistered this section only, and remaining part will work as usual. Means when you're doing add to cart, this section will not work, but remaining will be as usual. It will going on. So this technique is known as the microservices. Microservices. SCRVICES services. And most of the industries are working on the microservices technique itself. That because this is a benefit. Suppose that your product is going to be live. Suppose that Amazon or Flipkart, they are going for the sale. Okay, and in the middle of the sale, suppose that 12 o'clock they started, and morning 7 o'clock, some of the sections stopped working. Suppose that this section stopped working. What they will do? They will just unregister this section, remaining all will be as usual. Means their website not going to be shut down completely. Just this part will get shut down, and after that, once means they will work, they will start working on this section, because this section going to be affected. So remaining as usual, users is coming, they are working, they are going. But suppose this part will not work, that's okay. So they will, means whatever issue is there, they will start looking over that. Once they will got fixed, they will just register and use as usual. Application is going on. Got it? This is the technique of the microservices. This is the benefit, that how we are registering different application. So it's not matter whether you know Java or Python or .NET. It's not the matter. You can make the application in any languages, and you can register in the Docker. Then it will work. Got it? So this is the technique of the microservices. Did study too much? Let it to be. Tomorrow we will do these things. Clear? Have you got some idea how the Angular is working, how backend is working? how front is working, these things. Let me stop the recording. I think recording already stopped. No, who had started?